That's how Georgia and I met, and then I sort of helped guest write season 2 of A Shared House.
Oh, really?
And that's when I sort of
Excellent.
really got to know Josh and Georgia, and just I really like how they work as a team. They're a good team, and they like really sort of ambitious and positive and stuff like that. And I'm pretty positive, so.
Yeah, I mean they seem
And
to
then-
be
sorry,
like a
we
fantastic team at this
Yeah.
point. So that's cool. So you're guest
And then our
writing.
families united, and then and then now we're all doing shit together.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But you're guest writing on A Shared House, season 2. Is that right?
Oh yeah, no, we finished already.
Yeah.
Ages
They're
ago, because now
filming
they're filming it.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was a really fun day of just sort of workshopping all of the episodes, and it was their team and me and a couple other improvisers and comedy people, just like having a fun time eating some Danish.
Nice.
That's cool.
Like gotta have your Danish.
Like real writers.
Like real writers.
Exactly. That's what they do in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even now.
They're still eating their Danishes off their Seinfeld money.
I'm sure that getting the comedians getting coffee and cars or whatever that show.
Comedians in
whatever.
cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
But you can't just have coffee without Danish.
Yeah, I'm sure some Danish has like come through.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. I don't know.
I still love I love that title.
Him and Sarah Silverman eating Danish.
I would watch that even without any talking.
You just watch Sarah Silverman eat Danish.
I actually just love watching people eating food.
Really?
Yeah, like on the cooking shows when the person that cooked it ate it and they're like, I love, and I'm just like.
Are you happy because they're happy, or are you happy because of the food? Are you like, I too could also have that food?
I'm just like happy someone's enjoying it because I can't,
Okay.
because they're in the television. Well, they're in their homes, I guess. They're not.
It's very
on
big
the
of you.
TV.
Yeah. You're sharing the happiness. That's good. Cool. And I really like your name, Define Happy.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
My miserable outlook on the world. Yeah, just kind of like that whole thing of people going, "Hey, you good? You okay?
Yeah.
You alright? How you doing? You good? You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking."
Are you happy though? Are you happy?
Are you happy? And it is a response. Some people respond to that. It's like, well, define good, define okay, define happy. Because I don't know. Like it's that kind of thing. Like I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, and I think you can be happy without knowing the definition. You can just be content with what you've got, sort of thing. You don't really have to put a label on. I'm happy all the time, sort of thing.
It's just that annoying thing of this where people.
Are you happy? Are you thriving?
Yeah.
Define thriving.
I haven't been asked that. I'm thriving.
I ask
thriving?
people that all
I'm
the
not a
time.
plant.
Yeah, I was
Like,
about to say.
Yeah.
It reminds me of 13 going on 30 because of the 30. What was it? 30, flirty, and thriving. No?
I haven't seen the movie.
I don't remember the
Sorry.
details of that.
Well, this
You
is a
went out
movie
classic.
podcast after all.
I haven't seen them all.
Spotlight.
I'm trying.
Spotlight on Jennifer Garner.
I love
She's
Jennifer
great.
Garner so much.
She was right. She was in that, right?
So, yeah.
She's coming out of the Ben Affleck divorce so well. Like, I'm really happy for her.
She
Does she
deserves
do much at the
everything.
moment?
She's looking good. She's like coming
She
out on
seems
top.
well. She seems happy.
Things
I'm
are-
sure if I asked Jennifer Garner, like, are you good? Are you happy?
She'd be
she
like-
wouldn't define it or clarify it. She'd just
Would she
like,
be?
yeah,
But
I'm
would she
good.
be cagey like me? Like would she be like?
No.
Like, I don't know. I just
define
I just
happy?
divorced Batman now.
I think she's someone with a really sunny outlook, and he's
Right.
been weighing her down for a while. And now he's got a
Yeah.
phoenix tattoo on his back, and
He
she's
does?
Who's the
coming
loser
out
now?
looking
Yeah.
rosy and has like a Vanity Fair cover. So
I once bumped into this person I hadn't seen for like 5-10 years, and she was like, "Hi Blake, are you happy?" I'm like, "What sort of question is that?" No,
that
I'm not
an ex?
happy. No, it's just like an old friend that I hadn't seen, like an old family friend. I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. No,
It's-
I'm depressed.
Yeah.
It seems like a great way to win back an ex, though.
Yeah,
To be like, are you happy or are you miserable?
yeah.
Love me
I
back.
don't think it's a good way to win anybody over for any reason ever. I just think it's a really annoying. I don't know. It's just that people don't know how to start a conversation without asking you how you are. I think it's just that old.
Well, yeah.
It's this sort of. It's like this handshake kind of.
Well, yeah, it's not
verbal
even like
handshake.
hello anymore. It's just how are you?
How are
You know, How
you?
are you? Sort of thing.
It's like you don't care. Let's move on.
But I think that question's okay. It's when it's like, no, really, how are you? It's like,
How are you?
I
How
don't
is
know.
Blake?
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to think about it.
I mean, I think in terms of the name of our troupe, we kind of went around the bend. We really liked the define thing. We liked that as a word,
Yeah.
but there was something about happy that made it like that's a less common version of that annoyance. Like most people will ask you, "Are you good? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
The "Are you happy?" That's a particularly odious person. But
Yeah.
I personally had an aversion to happy, and Nish loved it, which is pretty much on point for how most of our interactions go.
I think the problem you had with the happy was whether people would think that we were.
Hey, we're here to define happy, yo.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah.
You know. But we kind of had
Which
to.
is what I'm here for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Well,
going to define happy in 50 minutes of sketch comedy.
I actually do ask people if they're happy all the time.
yeah.
And I go, so how is Blake? Is he well? How's
You should start your show like that. Are you feeling happy? And just end it in the same way. Just another question of. Are
It's
you
gonna be
feeling
like
happy?
a motivational speaker type thing,
Yeah,
where I'm gonna be
exactly.
like, you sir, tell me your problem, and I'll solve it on.
Good.
Just like
You solve it by bringing him up on stage.
with the power of positive thinking.
Exactly.
That's
then-
and
the
then
solution to
annoying questions.
everything.
And then I'll sketch it out. I'll sketch out his feelings.
How do you feel now,
Excellent.
sir, with
Sketch
looking
out-
at you on a skateboard?
I'll sketch out his feelings riding a skateboard.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You can roll away from them.
And honestly, does anybody want anything more than that?
And then give him a Chico roll and, you know,
Send him off.
send him on his way.
Back into the crowd with you.
Yeah.
No,
No, just
that's
like-
good.
yeah.
I really like the name. It's good. Like, it's very definite, but it's also very open. Like, it could be, like, you know, you could do, like, a whole show about defining happy, or you don't have to at all. You could
Yeah.
make it about anything. Like, it's so broad, but it's so specific at the same time. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Again, I would love to steal this name if I can, but you've already taken it, so...
And name
That
your,
one and
name your
video.
flower shop after it.
I've already got a name for that, Flower Power.
Yeah, but let's face it, you have a whole dynasty in mind, don't you? Flower
Exactly.
shops. You've got
Flower
the
power,
flower
define
power,
happy.
define happy.
And you can define happy in a flower. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Some flower.
I always do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would go to that shop
See, right? Because
Yeah.
of the name.
for my
Fantastic
flower
name.
needs.
So, where are you guys kind of based? Like, are you based in Sydney? Are you based, like, in Western Sydney, Northern Sydney?
Sydney? Yeah.
Nish's apartment.
Everybody's based in my apartment.
We're based in her apartment.
Yeah, my apartment is at the midpoint between everywhere.
Oh, fantastic.
So we hang out at mine a lot.
The midpoint of everywhere.
It's at the center of the world.
That's like
in Australia.
It's almost like a rainbow of a sentence, like the midpoint of everywhere.
That's where she gets them from.
That's
middle,
the next
the
show.
midpoint.
That's the next show
But
name.
yeah, we spend like
The
the first time
midpoint
I
to
hung
love.
out at your house,
Yeah.
I spent 12 hours there, and this was the first time like I'd really come to your house just to hang out.
yeah. 'cause
Against
we
your
had
against your
improv.
will, but
Yeah,
eventually.
I tried to leave a few times.
You know,
But,
but it
you
Yeah,
and your-
I hate people leaving my house because I'm just like, no, come on, stay, I'll feed you.
and so does your
Give you
mom.
one.
Like
Yeah.
you're this sort of power team that just
true.
manages to block all the exits and keep people inside and keep them fed. So they
You
can't
handle
fight
Liz,
back.
I'll take Christopher.
Yeah.
So yeah, Christopher is the better actor of all of us because he actually went to acting school and things like that.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to it no longer exists, but the theatre still exists. The Ensemble Theatre. It's in the Kirribilli.
Oh, okay.
But they had an acting school that was, I think it was like the first acting school in Australia or Sydney. I
Really?
can't remember now, but like but it collapsed not long after I graduated. Yeah, it was kind of it was kind of antiquated in its running of it.
Yeah.
And and like NIDA and all of these other things, it sort of eclipsed
up,
it
yeah.
by that time. But yeah, I was there for I went there after high school. I mean, I was
Yeah.
I didn't clearly not thinking about my future at all, and I just was like, I'm gonna follow my dreams, and and then I stopped doing that for a while. But then
Yeah.
I started doing it again, and then I went to Canada to do comedy for
Oh,
a few years
cool.
in Toronto.
Oh, beautiful.
Performed like comedy, sketch and improv there for a few years, and then I gave up on that again, and then came back here, and now I'm, third time's a charm,
And then you
I
swiped
guess.
right on Tinder. Is it left or right?
It's right for accept.
It's right for accept.
Yeah.
I swiped left on my dreams many times.
Not this one though. You're swiping right for this one.
It's true.
Yeah.
So that's good.
You're doing
No,
this,
that,
yo.
that thing happened to me as well because I went to film school at Metro Screen. And
Is that still around?
no, that
That's right,
closed
yeah.
I think 20th of December of last year.
Look at you two.
I graduated,
It was very specific.
well, only because I handed in my final kind of form and all my papers literally a week before, and it got back to me like 2 days before like everything closed down sort of thing.
Did you get your degree?
Yeah, I got the
Great.
certification and stuff like that. I was doing it part-time. I was doing the Cert 4 in Screen and Media.
Yeah.
And I'm super happy that I did it. It was really good just because it could work around everything else I was doing. And it's such a shame that it closed down.
Yeah.
Because it was so beautiful and I loved that place and I loved just going to it. So
that's the thing. Like I do remember. I just remembered now this one time when I think this was before I went to ensemble. So I was probably still in high school. I remember applying for a sketch writing class at Metro Screen, and it was cancelled. Like I applied for it and I got in, and then I got a notice saying it was cancelled, and I guess it just didn't have any interest. Which, I mean, we don't know much comedy going on in Sydney back then, anyways.
Yeah,
there's barely any going on now. Like it's trying to become a thing now, right? You know, we're trying to build a community.
I think so, especially at like the Giant Dwarf.
Yes.
Have you guys been there and seen many shows there? Or?
Oh yeah, no, they have some really great shows, and ITS, which is a different improv school, sort of they have their shows that run out of there a lot. So a lot of their like faculty shows and stuff are over there, and they're so good.
That's cool.
Such fun to watch.
Yeah.
And such a great space too, isn't it?
And we studied there as well.
Yeah.
Did you? Like you studied at ITS?
Like we do classes there.
Yeah, we're doing classes at ITS as well.
Okay.
Just like to sort of still
to
keep learning shit.
Yeah, good.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Barely feels like learning though. It just feels like fun times with happy friends.
Define happy though. Define happy.
I will.
Good.
But yeah.
She's real cynic, isn't she?
I thought she was the one who brought you guys together. She's not supposed to be the cynic.
No, I guess. Yeah.
I also think you were being sarcastic.
True. Cool. And have you travelled to do any shows or like learn overseas as well, or have you stayed in Australia, or did you do anything over in India?
Not really. I've actually only just moved into a career that lets me do things other than work.
Good.
So yeah, like I was hired into investment banking straight out of uni, and then
That's cool.
I mean I don't know if you have like friends in banking and stuff, but it's like a really killer industry which like takes up your whole time.
Yeah.
And like sucks at your happiness like a little.
I mean, I don't really have many friends in banking anymore, mainly because I never see them.
Because their work is taken over.
Exactly.
I mean, it was great. Like I learned a lot and shit, but like I wasn't as happy as I wasn't the best version of myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. But yeah, so, and I just sort of like got tired and sort of have now moved into a job where like I'm able to do other things that make me happy.
Good.
So this is sort of like my year of niche, where I'm like improvising and making sketches of people.
We had to fight. we had to fight tooth and nail not to name our group the Year of Niche. That was a 2-month-long battle.
Oh yeah. It's like either that or to find happiness.
It almost tore us apart.
Yeah.
One day you'll beg me to call it Year of Niche.
That's what I keep hearing.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year, definitely.
We'll have a whole year where all of our shows will just be called Year of Niche.
Every show. It won't be part 1, part 2. It'll just be every show with the same
This
name.
current year, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And it won't be like the calendar year or the financial year. It'll be a different year that starts in August or something.
Exactly,
and it'll just be, we're in
the end of financial year of Niche.
We're swamped at the moment. It's end of financial year of Niche.
We fill out our Niche tax forms and get our Niche tax returns.